Hi guys, thanks a lot for joining me on this drive. I never do voiceovers, so this is the first one I'm doing. Hopefully you guys enjoy the new format. Let me know in the comments. But if you've seen my videos, if this is your first one, please subscribe for more videos like this. Essentially, the aim of this channel is to archive London for the future. So just giving you a view of how London looks like right now, or I guess London and the wider areas of London. So this drive here is from St Paul's Cray in Opington, and we will end at Bluwater, which is in Kent, near Dartford in Greenhithe. On the right hand side where the lorry just went, that road heads up towards Swanley. So right here we are on Sidcup, or we're in Sidcup, and as you can see, obviously there's not a lot to see here because we are mainly on a main road. It's a 40-mile-an-hour road, quite straightforward. The road is usually pretty open, no traffic. I've driven on this road quite a while, and I've never really come across any traffic. There is one camera, and to be honest, sometimes there are some mobile police cameras hidden on this road. So if you're on this road, I do suggest that you just make sure that you watch your speed. Otherwise, expect a nice letter in your inbox. But generally a nice area, as you can see. We were blessed today with really fantastic weather. This was Friday, I believe, and Friday in January. Let me see if I can get the exact date. 16th, I believe, but it could have been a Saturday. In any case, brilliant drive, great weather. So hopefully the video is clear for you guys, and you can pretty much see what I'm seeing here, which is quite beautiful. Let me know if you're on the charts if you're not from London, and if you're from London but you're looking at moving towards southeast side, or the eastern side of London near the M25, and I can give you some tips on the best places to live or the best places to sort of check out. But this is my local. I live around here, so I think I know this area quite a bit. By no means am I a specialist, but I think I know this area. So as you can see, it's quite a long road, just coming towards the end of it. And again, not a lot of cars. I think we're now coming to some residential areas. That's why you see somebody parking there. I think there's a gym around somewhere on this road as well. So you typically see people jogging around. So we're now just coming up to Bexley. As you can see, there's a sign on the left-hand side there, entering the roundabout. Again, very empty, very straightforward, really nice drive, especially on those days where you just don't want to deal with any traffic. Bexley itself is quite a nice town. I'll try and attach some more information about it on the description below, so have a check. But quite a, I think it's quite an old town actually. Very quiet as far as I can tell. It's got a nice, lovely high street, so make sure you check that out. Very nice place to live. I think price-wise, it's relatively pricey, I think, for Kent in my view, but I think definitely value for money. I think you still get your money still goes quite far in terms of what you get for it. So lovely place. I've got nothing bad to say about Bexley. Anyway, we're heading up now towards the motorway. This section here is a 20-mile-an-hour road, because I think there's some buildings on the other side. We enter a 30-mile-an-hour area, so can speed up a little bit, obviously not over the speed limit, Again, always watch out for those speed cameras, but also just be safe in general. Yeah, so really brilliant here. I really love this area. Again, lovely buildings, lovely greens, relatively empty. If you look to your right hand side, maybe not so clear on the camera, there's quite a big green. I think it's a farm from what I can see. You do find quite a lot of that in Kent. There's a lot of farmland in Kent, which is quite surprising because obviously it's quite close to build up towns and build up areas. So very interesting in that respect. This bit is, I'm guessing this bit is like the local shop where they get a few things. Shops are not very close, as you can probably imagine, living in an area like this. But if you've got a car, I don't foresee that being an issue. You can see somebody jogging there, as I said earlier. A few shops here, a few businesses, as you can see here. As we approach the roundabout, that's going to take us onto the motorway. The motorway in question being, and I think I'll have to double check this, but I think it's the A12. If I'm A2, the motorway is the A2. There's a set of double roundabouts here. There's always cars speeding around here, so definitely worth taking extra care. Should be a nice smooth transition onto the roundabout and then onto the ramp down to the motorway. Nice cars here, as you can see, a nice Range Rover driving away there, really beautiful. Yeah, so we should be taking this exit here down to the A2. It tends to get quite busy, the A2, especially around 9 o'clock there. Sometimes heading towards the Dartford tunnel can be a nightmare, but today it looks like it's quite nice around this time of the day. Quite easy flowing. As you can see, it's rained, so you know, that January rainy weather in the UK, but not so bad. The only thing with the rain, obviously, if you're driving a white car, then it's quite a nightmare on the motorway. But otherwise, I think the A2 is quite pleasant to drive through. Not very scenery, I'd say, but you know, it is a typical, I'd say, motorway in the UK. Speeding up a little bit, so moving on to the middle lane. Trying to keep my speed. I tend to keep my speed around this sort of between 65 to 70 miles an hour. So I'm tempted to speed up this this video for a little bit because we've got quite a bit of a drive now on the motorway. But I'll let you enjoy the scenery. I'll let you enjoy the drive. But it's quite a short drive, to be fair. The entire journey from St. Paul's Cray in Opington to Bluwater should take you no less than, I would say, 20 minutes. It typically takes me about 14 to 20 minutes, depending on what's happening on the motorway, obviously, prior to it or on it. Where you tend to find that sometimes you get stuck is actually when you get to Bluwater itself. The roads leading down to the shopping center, the shopping mall itself, can sometimes be quite blocked, especially on busy days. So Saturdays are crazy mornings. as people sort of rush in to try and get that that shopping done. So I believe this exit here should be going towards the M25, but I'll double check that and let you know on the description. I think our exit should be coming up. I think I was right, that exit was definitely going towards the M25. Sorry, the M25, yeah, towards the Dartford crossing. We're now just approaching the last mile, where we should then exit towards Bluwater, towards Greenhithe. Again, Greenhithe I think is in Dartford, but I'm not sure how those towns relate to each other. However, Bluwater itself is very close to Dartford crossing, and you should be able to see Dartford crossing from Bluwater shopping mall. So we're just coming to the exit right now. As you can see, it's quite tricky, especially in the rain. People trying to change lanes to make sure that they're not exiting. But you'll see there B255, Greenhithe, Bluwater. That's our exit. That right there, that sign just gives people a notification on how much they'll have to pay if they're using the Dartford crossing. We are approaching our exit right here. As you can see, the signs above saying Greenhithe, Bluwater, B255. On the right side of the exit, it will take you back to the M25. We take this corner, it's quite a sharp corner, so we're going to close right down to 25 miles an hour. It's a 50-mile-an-hour road, so once you've obviously slowed down enough to take the corner, you can resume at the appropriate speed. But as you can see, it's quite it's relatively busy anyway. A few cars obviously heading to Bluwater here. There's quite a few entrances, or a few direction towards the mall itself. So you just gotta make sure that you are familiar with which parking or car park you want to go to, because it's quite a big shopping mall. I believe it's the second biggest in the UK. So we're just pulling up to, or we'll use the Rose Gallery car park today. As I said, there's quite a few car parks on the site itself, so should be plenty of car park space for on most days. You will struggle during Easter. Definitely you will struggle during the Christmas rush. So if you do want to ensure you get a car park, make sure that you travel in the morning, so you get in there as early as possible. Otherwise it will be a struggle for you, and you must struggle getting a car park. I don't believe there's any other car parks around here, so that's why they tend to be a queue during busy shopping periods, because you just have to wait until somebody exits before you get a car park or a car parking opportunity. But there's plenty of signs around here, so you will not get lost in finding the alternative car parks around the shopping mall. It's a very beautiful site, if I'm honest, and that both in summer and in winter. In Christmas, at Christmas especially, it's very, very, they really take Christmas seriously, and you see a lot of beautiful decorations around the site. So really, really worth checking out in December for sure. But as you can see, we're coming up to Bluwater, the main building itself. John Lewis is quite a big shop within Bluwater itself. So I think this is probably one of their biggest, stores, John Lewis. So if you're a customer of that particular department store, then Bluwater could be a place for you. We're just pulling up. As you can see, it's quite empty. It's relatively early in the day and it's quite empty here. There's plenty of car parking spaces for disabled, for people with children, but as I said, sometimes you need to get in quite early in the day. So I'll wrap up the video here anyway, as I pull up to the Rose Gallery entrance, and yeah, I'll leave you here, and thank you very much for staying with me, and please remember to subscribe and comment, leave some reviews, and I promise I'll read all of them. Thank you.